welcome to Something's Cooking with Alpa, and today I'm going to show you how to make bread pudding. This is a very delicious, easy recipe when you have surprise guests at your place. This is going to save your day. So now let's begin our process. So for this recipe, guys, you're going to need about 6 to 7 white bread slices. As these slices are small, I'm going to take 7. And as you can see, I'm going to cut off the edges of the white bread and then split the bread into half so that it fits easily into the blender. And now, guys, we are going to blend this bread. And see, this is the texture that I want. It's almost like having bread crumbs. And keep it aside. We're going to need it later. And now in a kadai, let's add 2 tablespoons of sugar followed by 1 teaspoon of water, and let's start stirring it till the time the sugar is completely melted and starts caramelizing. And once the sugar has caramelized and has started looking something like this, that is the time when you need to turn off the flame and add 1 teaspoon of butter and mix that in as well. As the sugar and the kadai is nice and hot, the butter is going to start melting, and once it becomes one with the caramelized sugar, it's going to make the sugar look nice and glossy and shiny. And look at the texture, guys. It's just perfect. It's like a melted toffee texture, isn't it? It's just amazing. Now let's just transfer this melted toffee texture onto our baking pan. We want to cover the base of the pan with this caramelized sugar. If it's not spreading easily, then you can just simply heat up this pan. It will easily spread on the bottom surface of our pan. And as you can see, it's nicely coating the pan. And now we just need to let it rest and come down to room temperature. Meanwhile, in a pot, I'm going to add about 2 cups of milk, to which I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of custard powder and 1 cup of sugar. And by using a hand whisk, let's mix this mixture together till the time there are no lumps. And then we are going to keep this pot on the stove and keep stirring it for the next 4 to 5 minutes on a medium flame. And guys, if you do like my recipe, please do subscribe and click on the bell icon to be first to watch my future videos. And it's free. So why wait? And now let's proceed. After 4 to 5 minutes, the custard will start thickening, and let me show you the consistency. See, this is the consistency that you want it to be at. And at this point, let's lower the flame and add 1 tablespoon of butter. This butter is going to bring a lot of creaminess, smoothness and a glossiness to our custard. And now let's start adding the breadcrumbs which we had made initially, and let's keep mixing them simultaneously. After all the breadcrumbs are nicely mixed in with the custard, we are going to let this mixture come down to room temperature. And now comes the fun part. Let's add this cooled down custard mix on top of our caramelized sugar. You have to spread it evenly, make sure it's nice and even. I don't know why, but I simply love doing this part. It brings out the child in me when I do this part. And as you can see, I've taken a kadai and I'm adding water in that kadai. I've also kept a stand in the center of this kadai on which I'm going to keep our baking pan and cook for 40 minutes on a high flame, and make sure to cover it up. By the way, guys, I totally forgot to tell you, make sure to tie a cloth on the cover so that the droplets formed by the steam don't fall on the pudding. And now after 40 minutes, let's very gently remove our pudding and keep it aside for the next 10 to 15 minutes. I know it is very tempting, but you have to wait for our pudding to cool down a bit. And after 10 to 15 minutes, let's put a plate on the top of our pudding and let's turn it upside down. And voila! Look at our pudding. It's looking gorgeous. It is looking absolutely delicious. So I am going to take my knife and going to start cutting it and cut a really big piece for me. And look at it. It's just so beautiful. It's a gorgeous looking pudding, isn't it? Guys, you see how beautiful our bread pudding is looking. I totally cannot resist it. I have to literally dig in right now. Just right now. Oh my god, it's like so soft, so silky, so smooth. Caramel heaven. Oh. Guys, try it. It's like meditation. You feel you are on clouds, literally. I'm not gonna talk any further. Just make it today. And guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do right now. And if you do like this recipe, you're definitely going to like this one, as well as this one. And I'll see you very, very soon. And you take care. Bye-bye. I'm diving right back in. This is some good stuff.